Welcome to Pioneer of English. I'm your IELTS coach Amrit, and today I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to share an important tip with you which would help you to pass your IELTS speaking examination with flying colors. Yes, it is possible that you score a bare minimum of 7 bands in your IELTS speaking with this one important trick. Keep following and keep watching the whole video as it is going to be a lengthy one. Okay, so before I start with the trick, I would like to reiterate that there are few bare basic things which are required when you are actually giving your examination. Those are that you should be speaking with confidence, you should be well dressed for the interview, and that you should be well groomed, apart from having a very good posture and using good hand gestures. So the thing is that students tell to me that, ma'am, it is fine with other areas, we can manage. But what about confidence? How can we be confident in this speaking examination? The invigilator or the examiner in front of us is so well prepared and is so fluent in the language that we are fearing that person. But why fear that person when you have prepared well in advance for this examination? Yes, you should be respectful of this person, but still you can still be confident in your language, in your body language, and in your language as well. So how can you be confident in your language? There are two ways to be confident in your speaking. The first is that you should have a lot of knowledge, and if you have that knowledge, very good for you. You're going to add that up and prepare and speak well. Second, if you do not have a lot of knowledge about the subject or about the English, how would you do that? One simple tip is that prepare templates. There are very few topics that we talk about on a regular basis. In our cue cards, we are talking about 3 things which are very common. Do you know what these 3 things are? So these 3 things are: we talk about places, we talk about people, and we talk about objects. Okay, these 3 things are very commonly used. So why not prepare well in advance for these 3 topics? You can prepare for places like very noisy places. You can prepare for very quiet places. You can prepare for a very talkative person, a best friend, a mother. You can talk about a watch. You can talk about a earphone. You can talk about this necklace. So it is very easy that you prepare few sentences well in advance. And the best part is that you do not have to prepare differently for different things. There is one trick that would help you to prepare for all the topics. Okay, so I'm going to take the example of a place today, and since students, they talk a lot about religious places, they will be talking about temples and gurdwaras and masjid. So I have taken up the topic of a religious place specially. It is only a religious place that I'm going to talk about. So how would you begin your speaking? There is one thing that is important, is that when you are preparing for your speaking cue card, you need to give an introduction. So for this cue card, I have given an introduction, and this is as it is mentioned over this whiteboard. I have written that, being a spiritual person and a believer of the Supreme Being, I perform religious liturgy from time to time and offer my prayers at various places of worship. So this is a very good introduction, and as we have started with a gerund, being, so it is going to help you fetch very good marks. So what I have done is that with this introduction and with one religious place, I have prepared 2 different samples for 2 different cue cards. Interesting thing is that these 2 samples are not related. So these 2 cue cards are not related to religious places at all. Like the first cue card that I'll be doing in the next video is to describe a time when you first talked in a foreign language. So there is no reference of a religious place in this foreign language, but how we have skillfully used that foreign language cue card and talked about a place that I would be sharing with you. And the second cue card that I've shared is describe a museum that you have visited. Another cue card where there is no reference of any religious place, but I have done this in the third reference video for you. So please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the next videos on how to actually prepare with one single introduction and with one single actual template for a religious place and use it in different cue cards. Keep following, rise and shine. Bye bye.